if you'd like to, you can buy me a coffee using the link in the description down below. I'm going to make these videos regardless, but if some of you feel like you want to support the channel, I appreciate you and thank you very much. Hey everybody, it's Jesse again, and welcome to another edition of Gen X Thinks. And today we're going to dive into our comment section and root out the boomers and millennials who like to crash it. Some of this stuff is pretty funny. I think so. A few days ago, I actually had someone tell me that I was full of bull hockey. You heard that right. Bull hockey. trying to keep a straight face. Bull hockey. I'm full of bull hockey because I said that Gen X went through a lot of different things, hysteria, apocalyptic hysterias growing up. One viewer and commenter did not agree with me. He said we've all been through the same crap, which if you did any research at all, it's just blatantly false. Everyone born since, I don't know, late 90s, early 2000s have been faced with global warming and climate change. That's what they just focused on that, and now they're just pushing that. They're pushing it for 30 years now, and every 10 years they say the world's going to end in 10 years. So, whatever. And before that, they had nuclear threats back then, the Cuban Missile Crisis and stuff. I understand that, but that's all they had. They didn't have killer bees and AIDS and ozone layer and all this other stuff back in the 60s and the 50s. They didn't have it. That is unique to Generation X. Now, we've had important things happen. We've had 9/11 and stuff. I mean, those aren't that, but they were not looming apocalypses. That's what I was talking about. And I said it many times. I think all of y'all got it. I mean, in our comments, y'all, Gen Xers commenting to me, it was plain that everybody understood what I was saying and agreed with me. Except there's one person who let me know that I was full of bull hockey. But that one cracked me up. I read it and I just had to laugh. Someone else accused Generation X of originating the term political correctness. Said that we started all this, like we're the origin of political correctness and woke, that sprung off of that. Like this is all our fault. All this woke ideology is our fault. The term political correctness came into mainstream society in the late 80s. I looked it up. We were using fake IDs to buy alcohol and trying to get laid in the late 80s. We were not embroiled in political pursuits and trying to right wrongs. We didn't know there were any wrongs. There weren't any wrongs in our generation. We didn't have things that we had to fix. Everything seemed like it was okay. The only thing I had to fix was getting an ID to buy alcohol for the kegger later that night. The stuff they're saying, that's funny. Blaming political correctness and wokeness on Gen X. That's insane. It's mind-boggling that someone would even come out and say that. Obviously, no thought went into it, no research, no time or effort went into the comment. It's just something that spilled out. There's a lot of them, a lot of comments, great comments from y'all. But there are so many great comments from y'all that it's hard to go in and look and find these outsiders coming in and trying to throw darts at us. So that's why I did this video, because it would take hours for each one of you to scroll through and find these comments, but some of them are hilarious. And another comment that blamed all of America's problems on Gen X. How you could do that to the generation who's basically had their head down and working, paying bills and taxes for the last 30 years, I have no idea. That just seems like insanity to me. With all these older people from the boomer generation and the silent generation up in these positions of power in the Congress and the presidency and in charge of these corporations and stuff, you don't see Gen Xers up there doing this crap. They could fix it. Boomers could fix it like that. All they have to do is pass a couple of bills in Congress, but every bill they pass up there, it just makes it worse. Makes them richer, but makes our situation worse for the common person. So how can you even have the gall to say something like that about a generation who's never really been in power? Never really had the power to change anything. They literally want us to count CO2 molecules so we can keep tabs and be carbon neutral or whatever. The ridiculousness of it is only surpassed by their ability to lie, in my humble opinion. We've honestly only had about half a dozen people like that insert some negativity into our comments, but they're pretty funny. And all of them feel the need to woke-splain to me how wrong I am about our generation, a generation they didn't grow up in, but none of them can help woke-splaining to me how wrong I am about the generation that I grew up in. That's ridiculous. One common theme that seems to run through it is that they're upset, or they seem to be upset, because we're here reminiscing in our comments and in these videos, and we're having fun as a whole generation, as a group of all sexes, races, sexual preferences, any religions, any other kind of category you want. We're all together in this group of Gen X, having fun together, agreeing with each other, and coming together. Why on earth would that upset somebody? I was also informed that the boomers had it worse because they had to hide under their desks during these, nuclear fallout drills. Which, okay, never denied that, never said that didn't happen. But it's a little different. You had one thing to worry about, all right? And I'm not even familiar enough with the armament back then. I don't know if they had enough nuclear power on both sides, Russia and America, to destroy the entire planet, right? I mean, they would have launched at each other, and maybe, I don't know. But my point was apocalyptic scares, and many different ones as we were kids growing up. Not one to worry about. So there's a difference there. It might seem subtle to some people, but it is different. It's not the same. Neither one is bad or better. It's just they're different. And that was my point. I really don't care if they had it easy or not. That's not my point. I was talking to y'all, my generation, my people. All right, I'll leave you there. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got a kick out of it, maybe a laugh or two. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Y'all that have been around here since the beginning, I appreciate you. And all the new subscribers, I appreciate you. Please like and subscribe if you haven't, and comment. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about this stuff. I really enjoy talking with y'all in the comment section, becoming the highlight of my day, us coming together and having fun and being ourselves. And I'll see you on the next one.